A renowned chart analyst shares what he thinks can eventually spark XRP's much-anticipated price discovery, which hasn't occurred in more than 7 years. I've included opinions from a number of XRP chart specialists in my most recent video. And believe me when I say that the general sentiment is bullish. Furthermore, this goes beyond selective reporting. I swear. Actually, during this market cycle, I actively look for reliable analysts who have a pessimistic view of XRP. However, they are now practically extinct and hard to locate. It's difficult to deny the optimism, which is creating a promising picture of the future. It's funny how silent people who were so keen to share their XRP price forecasts and predictions have become. Let's be truthful. Apparently, their predictions haven't held up well over time. Since the election, XRP has been dominating the market and is currently the altcoin with the best performance among the top 100. Surprisingly, many of the regular detractors who enjoy disparaging XRP have been quieted by this. I don't mind, to be honest. It would be best if they remained silent if their predictions were motivated by feelings rather than reason. What's more intriguing is that at the moment, I scarcely see any analysts predicting that XRP will do well. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, really. Leave a comment if you've seen someone putting forth a strong bear case. I'd love to give you credit if I used it in a video. It's obvious that XRP is set for something extraordinary if we pause to consider the past. Pushing limits, achieving new heights, igniting enthusiasm, and drawing attention. This market cycle is far from over if that is the pattern. There are many reasons to think the best is yet to come, and there is a lot to look forward to. But let me be clear before we go any farther. I have no experience in finance. My opinions are not financial advice, and you should not base any choices about purchases or sales on them. Here is our current situation as I sit down to write this on Monday, June 9th, 2025. Bitcoin has soared to $15,792, while XRP is currently trading at $2.23. Let's talk about Sunday, though. It was undoubtedly a memorable event. For good cause, everyone's eyes were on the market. With an unexpected pump, XRP took center stage, becoming the only currency in the top 10 by market cap to make significant changes. Sincerely, I didn't see anything else climbing when I looked at LiveCoin Watch's top 50. Even the top 100 might have been calm, but XRP was booming and far outperforming the others. Something like this, a single coin separating from the others, is not often seen. Yes, it has occurred in the past, but not frequently enough to qualify as the norm. From $2.17 to a high of $2.29 on Sunday, XRP quickly increased in value. Since then, it has somewhat decreased, currently trading at $2.23, but that's all part of the experience. As I said in the video from yesterday, it's rather thrilling to watch these motions come to life. With a recent post, chart analyst Tech Dev really hit the mark, and it's revolutionary. He shared a powerful observation with his 529,000 followers. 99% of the change from $75,000, 0 cents to $110,000, 0 cents in the last 2 months occurred in just 8 days. The remaining 52 days saw sideways movement, slight ups and downs, and sheer market chop. His opinion: it has always been this way and will remain this way. The legs will continue to climb. It's dangerous to miss those 8 days at that particular moment. He is absolutely correct. I say the same thing every time. Time in the market, not timing the market, is the key. No one can foresee when the market will take off. There is usually little price movement with cryptocurrency. Although it is dynamic, most of the movements are slight. The true danger, however, is missing the important days. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. There aren't many truly game-changing moments in the market, and the problem is that you never know when they'll happen. I often say, you're either in when it happens or you're not. For this reason, it's as easy as that. That's why I think my approach is the most effective for average people like us. I am just a regular man. Just because I have a YouTube channel doesn't mean that I'm some Wall Street guru or crypto magician. My approach is as simple as it gets. And you know what? It functions. The stock market is where it operates. It functions in crypto. This is what I do. I purchase things and then put them away. That's all. It turns out that people trip themselves up more when they tinker with their investments, trying to time the market, sell high, purchase low, and double down. Yes, you may decide to sell now in the hopes of finding a better deal later. But will you? Perhaps, perhaps not. My strategy is to keep things basic and uninteresting and let time handle the heavy job. Is there no way you'll regret missing those 8 crucial days? Think about it, since you're out of luck and they're gone forever if you miss them. Why risk that? When we are aware that waiting patiently and doing nothing can result in gains of hundreds of percentage points. Is your demand for action or impatience so great that you believe you can regularly outperform that type of return? Do you realize the danger you're putting yourself in? Because of this, the optimal strategy, I promise you this, is straightforward. Purchase, hold, and do absolutely nothing. It makes no difference if markets rise or fall. The secret is to stick with it, and you can sell it if you wish to, if it ever becomes an excessively substantial chunk of your net worth. You make the decision. However, I find this method to be really effective. These occurrences are uncommon, and XRP is no exception. Over the years, owning XRP has been quite the journey, primarily a gradual grind of sideways and downward price movement. Believe me, I am all too familiar with this after 7.5 years. But here's the issue. It has all been worth it after a few explosive days. Recall that I was present when XRP reached a new all-time high of $3.40 this year. And when it eventually takes off on its next parabolic run, I'll be there. All you need to do is maintain your patience and faith. More individuals need to adopt this way of thinking. Any day now, prudent long-term investing is preferable to rash trading. 90% to 95% of traders lose money. Did you know that? Avoid becoming one of them. The truth is that only a very small 5% of people truly earn money. It's not like they're striking it rich, even at that point. It takes up a lot of their time, particularly if they want to pursue it as a career. Therefore, consider if you truly want to deal with that additional burden when you might simply own assets, avoid the trouble, and still accumulate riches that could change your life. I think it's obvious. Often, doing nothing is the best course of action. I mean it, really. Ironically, though, most people find that far more difficult than you might imagine. The true difficulty lies in it. Regretfully, a lot of people fall into the trap of underperforming the market, which they set for themselves. With XRP's small pump on Sunday, we got a brief taste of excitement. But let's face it, it wasn't the one. Not just yet. However, things became intriguing yesterday. Ed Gregg. Just before the real action started, crypto posted that it was time to release the magic number, the crucial microsignal, and 3 consecutive daily closes over $2.20 for XRP and TikTok. Guess what, though? With a close of $2.25 yesterday, we achieved the first milestone, a strong start that kept us comfortably above the line. That's the signal right there, he added, if we do it twice more. Wait, does this mean $1.95 off the table? Someone said, since a gray crypto did warn that it could occur. Oh, and it's just a Sunday pump, he responded. Here's the worst part, though. Sunday pumps are unreliable, he added. Does that alter the likelihood that XRP will reach $2 or fall below it in the near future? Most likely not. Sunday pumps are rarely significant, as I honestly noted in my video yesterday. However, since the game is far from done,